Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. I am fantastic and I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. If you're watching this video, kindly notify us on the comment section where you're watching this video from and how you are going. To my subscribers who have been giving me support all over the time, may God bless you. Your support is not taken for granted. If you are coming to this channel for the first time, if you're coming across to this channel for the first time, kindly find peace with your heart. Take a minute or two or a second to subscribe. Always remember to click at the notification button so that whenever I posted a video, then YouTube shall notify you. Ladies and gentlemen, today we want to discuss an issue that was discussed previously, had discussed it, and other YouTubers has discussed it going forward. So the issue, it's about Mayuguno versus Samuel the son. Deliberately, I must pick it the son because I am African. African is our business. I am the son of the soil. Are we together? So, all this drama and all the exits that have already been done by other YouTubers, I've only picked certain positive sense from the video that was done by Min Howie. Remember, on my previous video, I had challenged A.M. Carroll or Shiro, whatever they call themselves, to go and search this lady, Mama Samuel, to put on camera, to speak so that we can know. I had also challenged them to be always channeling their resources they have in a constructive use instead of taking advantage of the less unfortunate or the poverty-stricken people to feize unwanted information, mainly to cause harm and division. It's like you're burning bridges within the Nyabohanzi. So today, specifically on A.M. Carroll's video, or A.M. Carroll's audio, I'd spoken about it, but some other issues I'll pick over there. At Sejo the Traveler also did the same video about Mayuguno and the kid and told us the truth, and it was so emotional. Are you there? I'll pick other issues from there. Then lastly, at Min Howie, who spoke to Mayuguno, went further and did a video and an interview, with Samuel moms. So I've chosen to speak or to stand on the side of the truth, on the side of the positivity. From that video alone, I'll be enumerating 4 or 5 issues that are positive that I've learned. Are you there? The issues of parental guardianship that Mayuguno has successfully exhibited going forward. It is an issue that shouldn't be forth, an issue that shouldn't be disturbing us at this juncture of life. In African society, we were brought up in the village. We were brought up communally. Are you there? Such that when you see a kid that is being brought up within the village, this is the kid that was the village, it was being referred to the village kids. That every adult that's living outside there you must be regarding them as your parent. Are you there? If you see anybody walking left and right, say anybody elderly, big, or anybody elderly and older than you, they are either brothers, they are either sisters, or they are your parents, dad or mom, or auntie or uncle. It depends on how you view them. In my community, any elderly person, I will refer them not by their name. If you address elderly people by his name, that is a sign of disrespect. That alone will attract canes. Are you there? You either refer them with the names of their sons and daughters, or that is if you know. If you don't know them, you either refer them as your mothers or your mothers or your fathers. Are you there? If the person maybe of certain age group of yours, you refer them as brothers and sisters. Are you there? Which means it was the work of the community and a village to bring up a child. It was not left to an individual parent. Remember, this is an African society where people communally coexist, do things together. Are you there? They visit each other. It is not somewhere where people guard their family issue autonomously. They don't want other people, and where they will call people as intruder or trespassers to their own property or intruding into their own space. So when it comes to matters family, in African aspect, it was treated differently, and this is how it was treated. And Mayuguno was within the law. It was within the ambitry of the law and the family issues. So whoever is faulting Mayuguno doesn't know what he's saying. So I'm speaking with the authority, and the authority that I'm referring to, it's the African aspect and the culture, the way of living. Are you there? So number one issue, number one issue that I've learned about the old saga that bedeviling Mayuguno, Samuel and Samuel's mom. Number one, it has reminded me with what happened with the famous African culture, that people now want to come and dictate their way of life to how other people living their life communally, culturally, in dictums of their own traditions. Are you there? I mean, Mayuguno never opened a YouTube channel putting his life outside there. It is open for criticism, but it is not open for you to dictate on how you want them live their own life, on how you want them regard people. He is doing that in the dictum of the traditional aspect, cultural rules, which is entrenched in our Kenyan constitution. Are you there? So Mayuguno wasn't off the mark. And this saying, it used to be like this proverb in African society. And the proverb here goes, it takes a village to raise a child. That was a proverb. It takes a village to raise a child. Who is village here? So the village was crowned or was donated the parental duty to raise a child. Are you there? It is metaphorically compared. Sometimes you might say, sometimes the village itself are the parent. In Swahili we call, there are other sayings in Swahili that they always say, if you're a child and you're in discipline, which they will say, asiyefunza na ulimwengu funzwa na, asiyefunza na mamake ufunzwa na ulimwengu, which means the parental upbringing was directly being compared with the world. Are you there? Or the current issues, the current trends. Which means if you are not disciplined by your parents, therefore the world or the earth will do what? Will discipline you. It simply means these are the roles that if your parents or you are unbecoming and your parents can never bring you up as a disciplined kid or child, Therefore, the world outside there will discipline you. Are we getting together? So it was the work of the community and of the village to raise you. Are you there? So it depends how the world around you or the village around you contributed to your behavior formation and the behavior reinforcement. So all these things is at the backdrop of our Kenyan constitution, our traditional laws that are entrenched into our governing document. The issue of guardianship is there. Mayugno was simply offering the child what a father should be offering a child. He was giving support, he was giving warmth. Those are the positive things that I'm discovering. And this one also goes through the information for all those dads, we call them the deadbeat dad, who just go give birth with any other women around, then they run and abandon the responsibility. Kudos to Mayugno for showing that compassionate and giving back to that child. I'm very happy you even took Samuel to school. It was vividly in that video. Keep on doing the good work. It doesn't matter what people will say. Let them say, do not abandon that kid. Samuel has regarded you as a son, as a father, the way you've regarded him as a son. Continue offering them good thing. Don't be mad at Samuel's mom. It is the time for you people now to be good together and be strong and show the world that you are together for the betterment of those two families. That's the Precious and Samuel going together. So that is it. Number 2, what has happened to Mayugno has also made me realize back then what Coco Girl did. When Coco Girl lifted a small child from village at Nyamuhanze, took care of this child, traveled with this child to Nairobi to treat this child and give him good treatment, good life over there, and bought her things. The lazy gang, including Modesta and Black TV, call Coco Girl as a kidnapper. Are you there? So it is a usual thing, the usual things of providing hate where hates are not needed. Their main duty is like to create division where there is none. So they also troll Coco Girl about the same thing. It's something that was open that everybody could see. Coco Girl never even stole a child. He took it from the parent. The permission was given, but they went ahead disparaging the effort of Coco Girl. The reason why Coco Girl is putting the life of that kid at risk. Who said so? Are you there? Which means the hatred gives them some kind of dark heart and dark spirit that they always want to spew venom towards people reputation, towards people good deeds. I wonder, it's all about the negative comments about the Coco Girl. They never see good in people. What they want, they are turning white to be black. But I'm saying I won't tire to always unearth the truth. I will always exude it the way it is. Number 3, Sage the Traveler, when Sage the Traveler was talking about these things, he put it across there. We also learned that when Sage sometimes went to Mayugno's, interacted with the children, the same lazy gang started body shaming Sage. Something which Sage talked about it. It was so sad. If you see somebody and a woman who is so hell-bent on body shaming a man, no, that one is a toxic woman and that one is a narcissist. Are you there? It's a reflection of their deed. Maybe the encounter with men sometimes was so horrible. The reason why they hate men so much. Are you there? They hate men who are so successful or men who are on the journey of reaching their prospects. And also they hate the younger women who are getting men or who are getting into a relationship and who are just living their dream. The reason why they hate the Mwango, the reason why they hate the David Jr.'s success, the reason why they hate all the relationship that David Jr. has been having all through. It is constant hate. Are you there? It is constant hate. Show us your relationship. If you don't want to show us a relationship so that we judge you, then leave people who are showing their relationship online to be. You can criticize, but we'll come for you. We'll always take the positive thing from the hate you're spewing. From the hate you're spewing. Number 4, Mayuguno's decision to be a father figure and offer a guardianship makes him more responsible father to both Samuel and Precious. Children are angels. They only need to be loved, not to be abused, nor cutting off the source where their help is coming from. Not cutting off where their daily bread is coming from. Not burning the bridges with their foster father. Are you there? Not creating rift where there is none. They always say when the two giants or two elephants are fighting, the grass is the one that is feeling the heat. So in case where you want to pit I am Mayuguno with the Samuel's mom, the Samuel is one who will feel the heat. Your small senses couldn't even appeal to you, and you think on that trajectory, what will come thereafter? What will come thereafter? So we just have to know that it's everyone's duty within the community to bring up children. Any children that's living within the vicinity where you're coming from, in your community, you refer them as sons and daughters. Every elderly person, we refer them as our what? Grandmother, grandfather, dad, or mom, or uncles, or auntie, going forward. It was a language of respect. A language of respect. Are you there? So with all those few remarks, what we've learned about the Mayuguno's action of accepting to be the to be the Samuel's dad only shows one character, that Mayuguno is a responsible father, is a dad's material. Mayuguno continue doing the work, will continue supporting you, however much they want to throw that at you. However much they want to say all other kind of hubris about you. Let me tell you something, Mayuguno. You know, if you see a tree that everybody been throwing stone at, know that the tree bears good fruits. A tree with fruits, but nobody will even take a stick or throw a stone at. The fruits bears very sour or bad fruits. So it doesn't matter whether from whatever source somebody hurl hubris and talks that about your name. What matters is the indelible mark that you Christian yourself with, or that you want to live on the lives of lesser unfortunate. The indelible mark that you want to leave to your children, both Precious and Samuel. Do not leave Mama Samuel's in the darkness, irrespective of such kind of information that is coming out. Be steadfast, always offer help. Make sure the child gets to school until he completes. We are here to support you. We are here to donate. Whether you beg or you don't beg, we continue donating. Yeah, whoever doesn't like you, let them take razor blade and swallow. Are you there? Let them take razor blade and swallow. or let them take their own children as they want to. Let them leave the people of Nyabohanse alone. You live the life how you want it to be, but in accordance with your communal norms, culture, and tradition. Are you there? Mwacha mwila ni mtumwa. Mwacha mila ni mtumwa. So do not be an alien in your own community. Always follow the norms, dictates of your traditional roots. That's what's so important. Are we together? And we must leave the puniest kind of the lazy gang alone, because the only thing that they can spew are the puniest shit. You understand? Otherwise, I sign off from this video on a positive note, that always be happy, continue doing the good work that you've been. The most important thing, you've known people who are against you. People who are against you are the closest friend you have, the closest neighbor friend you have. Be the watchful servant. Be vigilant with what you feed on. Be watchful on what people you let into your own space and own compound, lest you get poisoned. That's it. The competition in Nyabohanse has become too high-tech that everybody wants to get a piece of a cake so quick, whichever the way it comes. And it's so exhibited when people are soliciting for cash just to give false information, to disparage your good deeds. That only shows something that these people are haters and these people don't want good things with you going forward. So the best thing, you learn it before it gets so hot. Otherwise, let me don't interfere with your position of enjoying the flamboyancy of your being. May God bless you till we meet again. Bye.